Guys, this is episode 23 of The Last of Us Part 2. This is Zach Dawson, JD, your host from Zombie Gaming. I'm going to drop in a couple links real quick. You guys are joining in, want to catch some more of The Last of Us 2. So I'm thinking maybe or maybe not it's going to win Game of the Year. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys are new in the chat. If you guys are not new, hit that like button. Hit that red support button the same way. And if there's anybody in the chat tonight that has a Twitter and a Discord, you can do so by following me on Twitter, send me out, tweet me out, leave a comment, because we can. And you guys also want to vote for the Idol. It lands at 29, greatest settlement at 12 by 17. When we watch videos in full, like them in full, share them, tweet them out, comment, because we can. And you guys go to IGN News later on, a little more later on tonight. If you guys have any other questions in between, let me know. If you guys also want me to drop your channel link in the chat from Zombie Gaming's group, let me know. So we can actually help grow. Wherever you guys have any good goals at this point, so we'll see if we can try to get you there. So how's everyone doing tonight? Hope you guys are well, staying safe. Work today was not bad. Work today was not bad from earlier, and since it was not going to be able to start from there. From a total part of it, but, you know, it's all good. So, work earlier today was not bad, since, I started from 8 to 5 earlier, and, you know, oh crap. There goes Abby off the steering wheel, guys. There we go. So work earlier today was not bad. Did 1 or 2 carryouts. Refusing beliefs, and, you know. And also, guys, tomorrow morning I am off tomorrow and Wednesday this week, and my next day off after that is actually Saturday. So tomorrow morning you guys will have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, and I think maybe baseball if I do go live tomorrow night. And that's still 1 to 2 days a week. So last episode we were trying to see if we can get through this crap a little bit. This is actually what we left you off last week on a Wednesday earlier today, and you know, we actually just fell once already. And if you guys want to come up here from Zombie Gaming tonight, you guys want me to drop your channel link, let me know. So we can actually get yourselves up there, so we can actually make a good headline. I do know the ones that were in the chat last night was, well, the only few that were in the chat yesterday was only Savage Joe and my Puddin'. I wasn't 100% sure where the others were at, guys. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hang in there, Abby. Left's right there, going to help you. Oh. And these guys fall out of the top glass window. Holy crap, guys. Wow. But at least they're actually safe and sound and did not get drowned or anything. But work so far was good. I had a good lunch break earlier today, and you know, so on and so forth. But yeah, it's been going good. Going good, as safe as good, and safe as possible. And you know, but at least making some good casts is better than nothing. But speaking of better than nothing, my pun will be my pun is not joining us tonight because of she has horseback riding, and she also has some sort of a thing going on tomorrow. Actually, next Monday, that'll be the 19th. So as you guys may know, she has another meeting for another hour and a half or something. This will be an hour and a half tonight. I still do an hour and a half every 3 to 4 days a week of this game. I don't know if this game is going to win Game of the Year. You guys can get over an hour and a half of the Tsushima every Saturday and Sundays. This is actually very, very tremendous. Tony Hawk an hour and 20. And Crash 4 gets an hour and a half too, every Thursday and Fridays. And I still haven't heard anything when I'm going to GameStop next, but I do know the 29th is a little more optional. About 81% says I will be at GameStop during the time being to pick up Watch Dogs Legion. So last episode we were actually hanging on one of the platforms next to the sky, and you know, let's tell if we're going to continue where we're at, or maybe try to get ourselves out of there. I also want to deliver a shout out to my sister Phoenix. How you doing, girl? Keep up good work. I love you, sister. Utah Mike, Red Sox fan, is doing some college football via what do you call it? X and PC of college. Keep up good work, my man. Thank you so much for giving a shout out to that. And if you guys also want a shout out, let me know. See if there's anything you guys want to do. You guys want to come up here tonight from Zombie Gaming? Want me to drop your channel? Let me know. My phone's at 34. I was with Zombie earlier today, and his stream was not bad. Even though it was like a little over 2 hours afterwards, and you know. Hold on a second, let me try to see if there's anything else that's almost in the other mix. Okay, so right now we're actually in this building, as you guys can see in the chat. You guys will have another episode of this Wednesday, so Zoning with Tony Hawk, Let's Get It 1 and 2. Yeah, the Susan mod's doing quite well. I still think that could still definitely get Game of the Year. Watch Dogs Legion should be very good. So yeah, my twin won't be joining us right away tonight. But she wants you guys to give her a shout out. And I'm already giving her a shout out tonight, since she's actually at horseback riding. But she did say she will see us in the next one, and that will be tomorrow. As guys can see, we are actually at this pool area, where Abby and you know, pretty much the other one in particular intact. We have a couple of relaxing chairs. I think one of them is actually a hot tub, if I'm right. As we actually just got ourselves, get our ass out of the top ceiling. But other than that, if I do beat The Last of Us 2 before the end of this month, it's not going to be easy. As long as we know what we're doing, continue to put everything as good as we can. But I did hear that this YouTube post is still going on. I'm like, when is this crap going to end already? You know? Okay guys, right now we're opening this door that actually has a staffing staircase. You guys will get Isaiah news later on, a little bit later on today, so we can see what we got going on for sure. But yeah, work was not bad, you know, and the as far as the other things for sure. But at least we're getting some good rain tonight. At least my opponent can keep ourselves out of the mix. But other than that, it'll be alright. So we're actually in the staircase room. So you guys can see, I think this creep's already killed. Let me look at this. We have 21st floor. I think we want to just go downstairs at this point, so. But you know what they say about climbing stores is, guys? This is like 51 or 52 in a World Trade Center or a highest building. 49 to 52. We guys saw the one episode of Final Fantasy VII back then. That game's still not coming back, but. And I don't think I'm gonna get part 2 because I haven't seen one of my peers getting back to Final Fantasy VII Remake back then. So yeah, it's Abby and Liv. So. And I think we might be okay. As long as we know what we're doing, as long as we put our mind to it. With Christianity on our side. I'm also going to be trying to send this on Twitter. Like I say, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, send me out, tweet me out, leave a comment. As you guys can see, they actually finally got the masks open. With a mask or without a mask at this point, so. Finding something that. But I think we should be okay since we do have our masks on here. If we see any demons, we'll kill the crap out of them as good as we can. But here's the thing, we don't want to jump our ass down here, because that will automatically get everybody killed. So we have to really be careful. So okay, Let's climb over here. We got some sort of a huge dispenser or huge something that's actually in that mix tonight. But at least my Steelers are 4-0 this week over the Battle of Philadelphia over the Eagles, 38-29. So I actually thought it wasn't all too bad. Let's take that one ammo, sir. See if there's anything else. Go in the plan. What's up, Seth? What's up, Zoe? How you doing? Welcome to the chat from Zombie Gaming. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? But yeah, my opponent's not going to be joining us tonight, depending when her ass is coming out of horseback riding. So I think it'll be around 8 o'clock. So I don't know if she's going to make it by then. I mean, I'll be stopping this after an hour and a half. So first hour and a half on at this point. So, but how you been tonight, buddy? It's always good to see everybody back again. Bringing the band back together from Zombie Gaming, the best of all time. The next time Zombie's going live, guys, 10 o'clock tomorrow in the morning. As I will be relaxing after I'm done with a new episode of Tony Hawk by then. But actually before then, so you can actually see where we are actually at. So right now we're trying to get a little more extra help here. Holy shit, guys, look at that. We have 2 more of ammo of the shotgun. Shotguns are really nice to use. And of course, Resident Clank Rift Apart, I'm definitely buying that for PS5 next year. So, Osiris, what were the first 2 games you're buying again? I do know, the one that used to work at GameStop, but the name was Silo. He actually did say earlier this week that he's actually yesterday, that he's actually getting Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Spider-Man. I mean, Assassin's Creed could still get a spot, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Oh crap, guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so at least I don't know if he's actually one of them. Is one of them already called a dick already? So I'm not too surprised by it. But if I were to think, I mean, this game will get something, but I don't think it's going to try to outbeat Ghost of Tsushima by far. I mean, it'll be very, very close. Let's see which one is going to win Game of the Year. I'm thinking this game might be in the running. But I still think for 1 second, guys, that the Tsushima's going to win. Maybe Final Fantasy VII Remake, I don't know. Spider-Man Assassin's Creed, yeah. I mean, the thing about Spider-Man is, I told you guys a little bit about it last night, that the fact is, I mean, Spider-Man, I've only been Spider-Man 2 a couple times. A couple of the characters, I mean, the passages were funny, calling Spider-Man's the man, and he's like, and I quote, "No, you're the man. You're the man for sure." And one of them actually called him a menace, and I'm like, and he's like, if you only knew what's going on. But yeah, Spider-Man and Assassin's Creed, yeah. I do know that Assassin's Creed's good. I still like Assassin's Creed, so it's really no bottom end of the fairy tale. But I do know Valhalla will be really good. As far as Borderlands 3 goes, if that goes in the Game of the Year mix this year, I don't know how that's going to go through. Go forward and go contending with. But it all depends, guys. I mean, Borderlands 3 ain't coming back for a little more than a while, so depending if I still want to have any plans going back to it or not, but we'll see. I have not even decided yet, but it will be real soon. As long as I actually know what I'm doing. But I do know Spider-Man will still get a spot, the very first overall spot. Watch Dogs Legion will be in there for sure, since I am already going to be starting after the 29th of this month, and that will be 2 days after Cobra Kai comes out. I don't expect it to do quite well, but I do know it might be good. It could be a little bit good. To surpass Fast and Furious Crossroads, hopefully. But other than that, Demon's Souls should be really nice too. But back when the first time it came out was back in the year 2000, so actually 2010, excuse me. Had to get my ass straight up a little bit. Let's go ahead and open this door. Oh, said there's nothing. Okay. So far right now, guys, we're just really looking, see what we have going on in here. We have another. I think it's kind of like a hotel or something. Little more of a kind of like a seating area. I have not. But do you know how far I am, Savage? If you had the chance, if you had to guess how far I am. I mean, I've been going very far with this game since I've had it since May 29th. But after I'm done with this game, I don't know what's going to be next. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Borderlands 3 ain't coming back. I'm ruling that out right now because even though it has 57 episodes ever since I did the to be continued episode, I don't know. Maybe I want to bring the game back. We'll see. Oh, ouch. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, crap. Ooh. But yeah, this piece of crap's already killed. As we did pick up a face mask. Okay, guys, we're gonna get to IGN News right now so we can see what we have tonight for you guys. You guys are starting off good. Oh, no, there he is. No, you're not. I want you to sit your ass down tonight. Thank you. And we do have some IGN News for you guys tonight, too. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, share me out, tweet me out, comment. As good as you guys can. Does anybody wants to follow me on Discord as well? Send me a friend request, say hello, see how I'm doing. Oh! Look out, guys. Oh. Well, sit down. Nice headshot. No, 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 no. Get away from me, pal. I want to fight him. Oh, never mind. If you guys also want to vote for the idol, you guys can vote. Aladdin at 29, Greatest Showman at 12. Del, I don't know if your ass is voted, but it all depends. So let's go and go for shotgun, see what happens. So guys, we'll start with the very first one we're looking at. As you guys may know, let's go ahead and look at the other one first. As you guys may know, Jensen Impact. Dragon Sphere area. As apparently it will arrive in December, the final month of 2020. It was already in the fucking, what do you call it, fourth quarter already of 2020. I mean, all I know is the dates have been really fast. Ever since this stupid virus ended up creating other crap on that. Hey, slow down. Oh. This is not State of Decay. Okay, come on. Sit your butts down. But do you think I could be able to beat this game before the 29th? Or a little after the 29th? Before the PS5 comes out? Sabbaths. In your honest opinion. Get to this first article in a second. I want to get these guys out of here. Let's go ahead and start healing. We really, really have to heal right now. Oh yeah, you actually sent me your username last night. I actually do recall. We also have a little bit of Star Wars news. Pretty much not on that much. A long article. So made about $50 million in its first 4 days. Without any disbelief or anything. New Star Wars book. As it clears up mystery about Snoke's appearance. I do have the Rise of Skywalker, but I do know Snoke only appeared in the 8th one, which is actually the Last Jedi. But my opponent did lose. She actually did cry a little bit. After what we thought that Princess Leia was going to die in that one scene. But apparently she came back because of the force of the Skywalker family. So that was a little more emotional. It was really nice. It was real nice. It was a good miracle. But Carrie Fisher is always one of the best actors after she passed away, so I don't think her mom passed away either. I don't think so. But I do know she's always part of the Force. On the light side of things. So right now we're trying to look to see if we can find Eva back here. The Mandalorian. New Season 2 character. As they actually revealed some posters. Let me top on this one, guys, to see what I can see. Yeah, there's actually about 19 posters. But speaking of the Mandalorian, guys, I just finished episode 5 by the end of last week. So I think I'm gonna get back to watching The Mandalorian this week, so I can get plenty extra close, get a little more close to getting to season 2. But my opponent asked me though if I was watching The Mandalorian without her. I'm like, well, if I help you out, I would have you catch up with me, you know. But let me ask you guys this in the chat. Do you guys think I should have my pudding be signed up to Disney Plus so I can have her get hooked on it on her phone? I mean, I don't think it'd be a terrible idea if I do so. If I don't mind doing it. Trust me. I mean, Disney Plus is on under my name since day one. The first 3 or 4 months now. 2 or 3 months, I would think. But it all depends, guys. It really all depends. You guys can give me your questions on that as well. So there's actually 19 photos of that, the same way at the same time, and we also have other unique things too. Batman, Death, and the Family. Why the physical version is a superior opportunity. Well, okay, let me up on that. A long article about the Batman, for sure. Okay. Oh wow, we just had about 4 people come in. Holy cow. I'm guessing from Zombie Gaming, but I'll take it. Zombie's going live tomorrow morning around 10 o'clock tomorrow, so this is actually a good spirit opportunity too. Okay, hold up. Let me get back to the other articles real quick. So are we in the right direction though? With Isaiah Sabbaths? It doesn't really fucking matter what I'm looking at, but am I at the right direction, or what am I doing? You guys can tell me in the chat if I'm in the right one for sure. Okay, there's also 7 things that we may or may not know so far of Outriders. But Outriders is an RPG that's coming out next year. Well, I haven't heard a lot of things about it that much, but it really all depends what it brings to the table with Project Ethia, and I don't think Scarlet Nexus is actually an RPG. I don't think so. Neverlands reveals the Dark Feature. What's up, Teeny Bree? How you doing? Hi, ZD. I saw you were streaming and decided to stop by for a few. Oh, okay. So, are you from Zombie Gaming? Zombie's the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. He's the American badass, guys. He enjoys playing Resident Evil Revelations, and the only investment he's only been playing is only, like I said earlier, Dying Light. I used to play Dying Light back then, but I haven't played it for a while. Since I actually did new episodes every Saturday and Sunday back then, so I have really not gone back to it. But even though Dying Light's real good, depending if we're getting a new DLC or getting a second one. Oh, nice. So what do you do, by the way, Tinny Bree? Anything interesting? So, let me ask you guys this. Do you think, after Zol's loss, do you guys still think this game is still going to win? If not, do you guys think the Tsushima is going to win? If like I said earlier, I'll say it again. If I'm thinking who I want to win, I'm gonna go to Tsushima. If I'm thinking who I think is going to win, it's going to be The Last of Us 2, because it all depends how we want to negotiate with it, you know? I mean, Final Fantasy VII Remake will try to get something good out of it. I don't know if it'll get Game of the Year or not, but it all depends. We also have Doom Eternal, which was actually really good. And then maybe Animal Crossing New Horizons might be in that list too. But the only games that I know on this list, that I always recognize for a long time, the only games I know on this list is The Last of Us 2, The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Doom Eternal, and Animal Crossing. That's the only few. Why some reason, I don't know if that's going to win. Maybe. But I just think that game is too early, and Cyberpunk's too early. And it reveals the dark future of the Peter Pan universe. So what kind of horror games you do? Let me guess, are you a fan of Resident Evil? Okay, that's a long article. But yeah, I do have 4, 5, and 6. It's just that I haven't played Resident Evil for a while. I've been taking my time on good investments, still trying to beat 2 out of 5. As long as I beat 2 out of 5, I've replaced the 2, I've replaced the good stuff combined, and I've replaced those 2 games with something else. That's why I'm still buying Spider-Man and Miles Morales first. And then Demon's Souls might come second. I may or may not get Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I don't know. I mean, it's a tough one. As long as we know what games you guys want to see. As long as we put our mind to it. I love Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Outlast, things like that. I do a lot of short indie stuff, mainly. So Teeny Bree, if you had to guess right now, what game you think will win Game of the Year at the Game Awards this year? Do you think this game has a big chance, or the Tsushima? I mean, this is a tough question for anybody in the chat. Oh, by the way, Teeny Bree, do you have my point followed? I'm pretty sure your ass is not. I don't think you actually supported my pun yet. But she's not here tonight because she has horseback riding every other Monday. I'll probably do as good as I can, though. As good as I can. But you can follow my pun if you like. She's at 34, she wants fucking 200 supporters by the end of this year. And I'm like, we are going to get her there. We're going to get her there. So there you go, Teeny Bree. But yeah, Silent Hill I have not played. There's another good investment that I do recall, and that would be Hitman. Now Hitman 3 is coming out next year. Early next year for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, which I'm not wasting my money for that. The PS5 is the only last ever #1 seat console I'm only buying by November 12th. I have that day approved and the 13th approved. I also don't have work at Thanksgiving at Walmart because Walmart's closed during that time being, so that's why that was before they actually canceled Black Friday. So I've got a lot of money back then. And I usually carry something in too. So I guess it was a lot more basic in between. But you can follow my point if you'd like. Let me know. She's at 34. I want her to get up to 200 by the end of this year. If we don't, we can try to get her up as good as we can. Without with or without the stupid purrs on YouTube, which I already know it's already going on. I mean, it still is. Hold on, I think it's gonna be the right answer for me too. How the Hunger Games prequel will differ from the original movies. Teeny Berry in the chat says that is a tough one. I like The Last of Us 2, but a lot of people gave it bad publicity and negative hype. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think this game is a really good game too. But the only two games, the only three games that stand out to me right now is this game, the Tsushima, The Last of Us 2, and Final Fantasy VII Remake. If I were to pick which game I want to win, I really want to win at the Game Awards right now. That's a tough call. That's a tough one because, you know, I'm not putting a lot of money aside on it right now of what I'm really thinking. I mean, I want to say The Last of Us 2 is going to win, but on second thought, maybe the Tsushima has a big overall damn chance because, I mean, the graphics of the Tsushima are really good. They're really good. They're instant, calm. But you also have to give some good stuff to Assassin's Creed too. Their ass knew what they were doing, you know. I mean, I started Assassin's Creed since I played the crap out of had some good stuff coming in with Odyssey. And you're damn right about that because look, if I still had to make a guess right now, it's gonna be the Tsushima or The Last of Us 2. Final Fantasy VII Remake is also really good, but rumors are that they're not going to finish it due to poor sales. Well, I do know we're getting part 2 next year. That's why I didn't go back to finishing it. I mean, I didn't feel like it. I mean, I didn't feel like doing another good episode out of it, but I do know the graphics were really good. The way that set was, but, you know, that's why by the time I pick up Watch Dogs Legion by the 29th, in a couple weeks, not this week, but a couple weeks after that set's gonna be really good. Watch Dogs Legion. I've beaten the first one, not even close being the second one. Especially when I beat the crap out of Jack 2. Oh! But you know, the bottom line is this, okay? I think it's gonna be very close. Between which of these games is going to have a big opportunity. I mean, I do also give credit to Sekiro, because I did own it one time. I really did. I had Sekiro Side twice a copy, but I didn't hold it for very damn long, to be honest. But, I mean, did Sekiro and God of War deserve it? I mean, God of War pretty much really did. And if you guys also want to ask me if I'm buying God of War Ragnarok, yes I am. You bet your ass I am. Fall Guys Season 2 adds Sonic the Hedgehog skin. That's actually really nice. Let me jump on that real quick. Like I said earlier, I'll say it again. From Zombie Gaming, the best of all time. If I'm thinking who I still want to win, I'm gonna go to Tsushima. If I'm thinking who I think is going to win, it's going to be The Last of Us 2. My ass is not really joking right now. I'm not putting money on it. Even though the PS5 will be powerful out of this world with the Xbox systems. Okay guys, according to Matt TCam about the Sonic thing, a Sonic the Hedgehog inspired skin. It's coming to the Season 2 of Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. It's going to be coming in later this week as part of the kickoff for the second season. Now, starting on Wednesday, October 14th, which I am off every Tuesday, Wednesday, guys. Players will have a chance to spend the hard-earned crowns on a full Sonic the Hedgehog costume. But here's the thing, it will cost 10 crowns to complete the set. You guys can check them out as good as you can for it. Now the question in between on that, guys, is the fact in between the other, you know, how that's going to mess up, or how that stuff's going to stack up. It's gonna sit out of me already. But at least it's not the mummy taking me out either. Headshot. Look out. Look out, brother. Not today. But keep going, Tina Bree. You're making a good couple of cool points right now. I won't give you that. Yeah, my point has some good stuff answers too. The way I see it. I always see what I believe from zombie gaming. It's about love, respect, and staying positive. That's the way we do things. So here's the thing. Will the costume make you faster in Fall Guys? Now, it's cosmetic only. But if you guys wanted to see what it's like to get beat in Fall Guys by a being wearing a Sonic outfit, you guys have an opportunity. You guys have a chance. But Fall Guys developers Mediatonic has collaborated with plenty of developers to bring themed outfits to its popular Battle Royale. As last season, we saw a bunch of Valve and developer digital inspired outfits, including Cell from Portal and Mask from Hotline Miami. I have played the first one. I didn't beat the shit out of it for sure afterwards, so. But I do know what Hotline Miami is. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto a little bit, but a little more sharp, with a lot of killing. It's actually a retro game between that and another game that's confined to it. Virtual Zone, no. This is also not bad of a fighting game either. You guys can expect more on that. So it'll be the 14th of this week. If you guys want to check it out, just 10 crowns. There's also a Red Robin battles Two-Face, and it's Batman, Death in the Family clip. I'm pretty sure that's a little more reassuring. Okay. I don't think we want to secure ourselves up over here. Especially if we know what we're trying to get into. Okay, there's a little bit of rope in here. Let's go, I guess we can maybe do something about this. Well, probably not. There's also Cougar Argo Gaming here. That's also in a review opportunity. Level 5 reportedly ends North American operations. Let me see this one, guys. Can we jump over here? Yes, we can. We want to keep a sharp eye out, guys. Gosh dang it. Sit down. Whoa. Never mind. Because that's a long article. But Matthew Edwards actually a good gentleman too. I will give not much instincts to it. Border Gates 3. Inevitable save wipe freeze. As it frees you to be an agent of chaos. Huh. Agent of chaos. A little bit intriguing. Because that's a long article. I'm definitely going to pass. I still sometimes read big articles. We have a blind demon. That cannot be pretty. Well, good luck trying to get yourself poisonous. Oh. Look out, guys. Don't move. Don't shoot. Don't shoot if you want to get your eyes drained out or anything. Come on. We want to keep ourselves close, guys. We got to be really careful. Okay, there's a weapon. Oh wait, no, we already have a good weapon. So I have this nasty crap stuff. Instead of some sort of blast door. Hey, buddy, over here. Say goodnight. We want to save something between that, guys. Is that a good shot? Is he down? Or is he just faking it? Oh, he's not. Okay. Tiger King co-star. It's charged with trafficking lion cubs. Ooh. So this cannot be good tonight, guys. This cannot be good. No, I haven't seen Lion Tiger. Or Tiger King. Something about a couple of felonies with wildlife trafficking. I've actually have not heard about that. I mean, I do know what the series is, but I've never seen any on that. For a certain amount of time. So I've one have not. So right now, guys, we got to see if there's anything we can jump over here to negotiate. I guess we can maybe just go over here. This is probably not a lot of stuff to do. Okay, let's go and follow him. Even though Abby does hate walking through heights. She hates heights. I mean, most of them sometimes do. May or may not. Researchers find evidence of microevolution in humans. Let me see this one. So we're next to see if there's anything else that's combined. Okay, long article. Let's see. Yeah, Civ Remake was really good. Ever since I had it, since it was out on the 3rd. The same with, well, Resident Evil Revelations was out. No. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis was really cool, too. I don't know if Nemesis is going to win. I want to say that might be on that list. Maybe. Maybe not. See how that's going to really go for sure. I mean, Resident Evil 2 did not really win anything. I mean, Death Stranding may have won something close. I would think. I would think so afterwards. But yeah, Resident Evil games are really good. I mean, they put some good, fantastic souls for it. They really do. They know how to put a really good job in between. But I am really proud for what they've done. To what they really did. I really am. This is no other news tonight. We searched one more time. I don't want to just have to have anything else less combined. Okay, what are we doing? Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Okay. Okay, there we go. Is there anything over here? Okay, we have a little bit of progress here. It feels how we feel too. Tinny Bree says Nemesis was good, but it could have been a little bit better. I did really like what they did with Resident Evil 2. I was a master at the original and did. Well, yeah, Nemesis was really good. But back when Kingdom Hearts 3 decided not to have any Final Fantasy characters, that pretty much ruined the entire situation. I mean, I've always thought Kingdom Hearts 3 was good. But apparently they just ruined the Final Fantasy characters' moments. It's just that, like Sephiroth, Yuffie, Cloud, all good characters that were in there. But if you take a page of Kingdom Hearts 3, that only saw 8.7 out of 10. It's just that the other part was missing. You guys can see yourselves, news. Yeah, that was the only couple other things that were missing. And that would be the characters of Final Fantasy. And you cannot have the best opportunity with them, without them. That's the only thing that they sort of really had to really do at this point. But if we look at another game like, for example, oh, we have a real gun. Ooh, looks like we have a different gun tonight, guys. Yeah, I didn't really beat Resident Evil 3. I don't know, but I know it's one of two styles. We drafted, huh? I don't know how that's going to go. There's another game I came so close to beating. It was one game from last year. Well, Final Fantasy VIII was really good too. And I actually had it for 5 or 6 months back in the past and present. And, you know, it was entertaining. I lost it after 69 episodes. It was a great franchise with Final Fantasy VII for the classics. Here we go, guys. We're about to jump into the metal. Oh my. People's Republic of China. Oh wow, look at this, guys. Well, this guy's gonna be in a room for awakening right now in another 5 minutes. Look at this flamethrower. Oh, ha ha ha! Oh, crap, we're already out of ammo already, too. Get ourselves up here. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Never mind. Yeah, I've never actually heard of that meal. But, yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn was really good last year. It's at a 9.2 or 9.3 out of 10. I mean, when I played this main character, her name was, Noah. I think it was Noah, or depending what that name was, but, you know. But the thing about Horizon Zero Dawn, the game itself was really good. The graphics were really nice, the game, I did plenty of side quests back then. You know, had a good amount of time after 40 episodes. But, you know. I mean, I started crying after I got done with Final Fantasy VIII Remake. I really have, and I really did, you know. It was fun. Finally got all the ZFs combined. But we cannot have any ZF battles without having all ZFs, or having the best ones that are in there. You know. I mean, you look at Minecraft. I've never had a big opportunity for Minecraft. But Teeny Berry, you're gonna be my 70-second moderator. But did you follow my pudding? Okay, you did not. But congratulations, Teeny Berry. I think you're actually my 73rd moderator. I think I'm my 73 moderator already. I think. I cannot recall, but Teeny, how does you feel about Horizon Zero Dawn? I mean, for PC, it looks really nice. The way they did stuff for the PC, but I actually loved it. I actually loved the game for PS4. It'll be almost 6 years once we get to this element. But other than that, the graphics were really good for PS4 between the comparisons. That's why I'm always an RPG fan since I was a kid. I really am. Ah, crap. Oh. Sorry. I mean, if Horizon Zero Dawn would have won Game of the Year, I'm thinking maybe how that's really going to get a different opportunity with Fusing Beliefs. It all depends how that's going to go. But the only games that stand out to me right now for Game of the Year, I still think the Tsushima is still going to have an opportunity, a big opportunity. I haven't played it yet, but it looks good, really good. I'm always torn between PS4 and PC versions now. I never know which to get. I mean the PS4 Horizon of Dawn for PS4 was really good. The machines were a little more controlling. But you know, I mean, it was only one small detail. As I said, if I would have beaten that game in the past, I can always go back to it, so I probably won't. Like I said, the graphics were really good. The game itself was really nice. But you take a different game that came out. But I'm not a big fan of football games that much. Even though I always do a good job with commentary. With commentary with baseball, foosball every once in a while. You know. I'm kind of like not bad of a professional for it, you know. Besides, like I said, I've been an RPG fan since I was a kid, buddy. I really have. I mean, the last Final Fantasy game I ever remember beating is what do you call it? Final Fantasy 15. And by the way, Teeny, do you think Final Fantasy 16 should be really? Do you think it's will start out hot by next year? I mean, we've got some cool games that are coming out to kick off 2020. We've got Lord of the Rings Gollum, Hitman 3, Dragon Age 4 maybe. Because I've only looked at some of the little bit of the behind the scenes behind it. Because I do think that game's gonna do quite well. Diablo 4, I don't know. I mean, I've only played the third one for PS4 in the past, but I've actually never beaten that game either. Whoa, 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 whoa! Get out of there! Get out of there! Ah, gosh dang it! But I gotta tell you this, Teeny. But I do know I'm always addicted to Assassin's Creed. To see how that's going to really prevail. I used to play a lot of RPGs. Final Fantasy 16 looks really good. I definitely will get it, yeah. But since you're pretty much... Since I actually made you as my 73rd moderator from Zombie Gaming, which of these games do you think will be a big Game of the Year opportunity right now? The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Doom Eternal, and I don't know. Half-Life, I've never played Half-Life, but I've always seen a couple of people who play it on YouTube. That was it. That was the only crap that was it in between, falling from the sky. But I've never played Half-Life, but I actually know what it is. Know what that is, but it's just that there's a lot of history with Square Enix and Final Fantasy by the great and one and only Nobuo Uematsu. He actually does a wonderful job scoring some music numbers, you know. When you look at Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane, actually, Walter Murphy and Ron Zells know how to make some good numbers. Allow me to demonstrate. Da 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 da. Ride the cinder of girl. It was actually on one episode when Stewie used to get Chris lining up for a one thing in between. Well, maybe your next melee attack with sword window also be a strike. Oh, that's nice. But at least I'm getting some a little bit of help against these guys. Oh, good. Not killing me. Nope. Ah, boy. Cell Remake has a lot of more conveys, and people really like it. Yeah. Final Fantasy VII Remake, I do give a lot of credit. I should have never deleted it. I should have never really deleted it. But you have Crash 4. I mean, do you think Crash Bandicoot 4 will get something? Or not really? I mean, I would assume Crash 4 to do quite well. Continue to do quite well since they actually took the map's detail from Crash 1. It's like, I've beaten the crap out of the first 3. I mean, I've beaten those 3 games, to be honest. But, I don't know. But and then we also have another good generation game that's coming out this year. And that would be Call of Duty Cold War. I'm definitely not buying that. The only few games I'm only buying this year will be 3 PS4 games that one of which I can bring back for a return. So 1 return. I'm thinking maybe I can baseball, I don't know if that's going to really stay after I buy the PS5. I mean, I do, but to continue my commentary success, I don't know. I mean, I want to say the Susan one can stay where it really is. What's up, Deadside? I'd like to introduce you to Teeny, my 73rd moderator. Teeny Breed Gaming from Zombie, the best of all time. So Teeny, I'd like to introduce you to my old friend, my buddy Deadside, my old friend of mine. Deadside, Teeny, Deadside. Well, that's another thing. I mean, even though Final Fantasy knows a lot of good stuff. Final Fantasy's only been out since ever since the Nintendo Game Boy came out, when they came out with Final Fantasy Legends 1, 2, and 3. I'm telling you. I mean, it comes anything towards a daily basis, you know. So, Deadside, how you been today? Anything interesting? From Twitch or anything, anything that's from that plan? I mean, work today was not bad. I mean, it wasn't anything less horrific. Oh, that's good to hear, buddy. But yeah, Teeny and I were talking about what were we talking about, by the way? But yeah, if I were to make a tough guess, I want to say the Suzuman's going to win. Maybe. I could be 25% wrong. Right, you know, it all depends. I mean, I'm looking to see if the Suzuman's going to take the spotlight. I mean, continue to have a little more of the spotlight. If not that, The Last of Us 2. Even though Joel had a sad ending. Oh, wait a minute, I got something from Zombie. Let me double check this. Hold up, guys. My buddy Zombie sent me something. Yeah, I actually do have Zombie on Discord. Thank you, Zombie. Yeah, the games that the Final Fantasy games I've ever beaten for a long time since I got started playing Final Fantasy. I remember when Final Fantasy Origins came out for PS1. But my top favorite games from Final Fantasy in the history, in the biggest history of all time, is Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy IV. What else? 10 was not bad. I mean, I do own a victory of that, because I do have a copy of that for the PS4. Yeah, 7 was really good. Final Fantasy 3, no. I didn't really like much on Final Fantasy 3 because I was at the very end of it, and I was actually gotten beaten by Cloud of Darkness back then. I mean, I've got my butt kicked twice. As I said, I don't know if I was actually in the different mix or anything, but, you know, I mean, Final Fantasy 3 was not bad for what it was. For what it really is. But I've always thought the graphics were... they were playing alright. I mean, they were okay, but... But the Final Fantasy games I've been was 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 15. Including Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Alliance, because I actually like it. I actually love that game, to be honest. I also own a victory over Final Fantasy Tactics Advance a couple times. I think I've also beat Tactics 8 too for the DS, if I'm right. Like I said, the very last Final Fantasy game I've ever beaten was Final Fantasy 15. I don't think there's any other Final Fantasy game I've beaten before that. But I will be more than likely to play Final Fantasy 16 as soon as I get a copy of it. I'm gonna really like Final Fantasy 16. I know I am. I mean, the graphics are gonna be really good. I mean, I've looked at some of the graphics of the first gameplay of it, guys. I think it'll be really interesting of how this story is gonna really tell for itself. I'm telling you. If anybody does not know what Final Fantasy is, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be really awesome to see how that's gonna really get focused on. Even though there's some romantic scenes with Final Fantasy, a little bit with Final Fantasy 9. I think there's actually a little bit on Final Fantasy 8. I'm not really sure on Final Fantasy 6. Maybe. Oh crap, whoa, 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 whoa. Get in there. Get in there. Sit down, buddy. But that's like, do you remember playing your very first Final Fantasy game when you were a child? I mean, Final Fantasy was actually very interesting since I was a kid. I remember when I was a kid, I have always wanted to play RPGs. But back in early 2000s, I used to be the crap out of Kingdom Hearts when I was getting a little more younger. When I usually had a time limits when I was a little more younger. Playing one of my dad's systems in the past, and you know, I actually had a good honor. You know, Final Fantasy 7 for PS1. Yeah, pretty much that. I've been the crap out of that more than twice. I mean, a couple times. But I do know Final Fantasy 16 will be really interesting. As you guys can see, Eva and Abby are actually... Teeny says, have you ever played Star Ocean the second story? No. But I do know, but speaking of that, Teeny, you can tell me if you remember this other game that I've actually played over the years. And there was a game called Chrono Trigger. The game was called Chrono Trigger. Now that game itself was really good, since Nobuo Uematsu shared some pieces with the game itself and the other interesting things that he actually did. I mean, Chrono Trigger is one of those things that, you know, the graphics were charming, the graphics were understanding, they were good. And I actually played Chrono Trigger. I've never been in the game, not even once, not even twice. But, oh, look at this, guys. We have May C guide you. Okay. Now, remake would be nice, yeah. You know what they say? There's always a big fairy tale ending with Final Fantasy 9. But I do have a victory over 9. It's just that Necron was being a piece of crap at this point, but even though the battles with Kuza that's pretty much already transformed to a trance. Back when him and Garland used to work together, which I believe, I do know that Zidane and God and Dagger were a good couple. And the first time they've ever met each other. But who was the only one that had Dagger up behind it? Which goes by the soldier by the name of Steiner. Steiner was really powerful. He was powerful with his sword. You know, it was actually in a soldier costume. Who else was in that mix? Crap. I do know Aerith was actually cute. But my point's been a little more cuter than that, since we've now been together for 1,205 days today, so. But yeah, Aerith was really kind. I mean, she was actually pretty inside the style. But the only problem afterwards, guys, is like, that Sephiroth did what he did to Aerith just to have Cloud feel sorry for him. But you know what they say about Cloud and Sephiroth, Teeny? And also Deadsight? We actually are starting off great. The thing about Cloud and Sephiroth, those guys know how to bring the sword fighting together. What they actually did is restart the battle in the Platinum Edition of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Platinum. Well, this actually gives us the bonus scenes that are in that movie that we have not even wondered. Oh boy, guys, heads up. It's like we have some soldiers that want to really humiliate me. Do not kill me. Don't shoot. Oh, there we go. Use the name in vain. I don't like it. Final Fantasy IX was good, but I never beat it. It came out the same year I was working at Konami as a game programmer, so I didn't have the time to play. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI was really good. The graphics were well done, even though it's not an 8-bit opportunity. But between with Kefka, the 3 forms. Oh man, I don't know how to say it, but Final Fantasy VI was really good. Final Fantasy V was a little bit fantastic. Which I do own a beating the crap out of Final Fantasy V once. I've only beaten that game once. I've beaten Final Fantasy 1 more than plenty of times. Final Fantasy 2, twice, I would think. But never beaten Final Fantasy 3, because Final Fantasy 3 was okay. And there's also one other game too, Teeny. There's also one other game I have not forgotten to mention. And that is Final Fantasy 13. 13 was not bad. 13 was not bad. As I said, I got sick and tired of being stuck. As always, between that and Doom Eternal. Which I do know those 2 games are really good. You know, well, Final Fantasy VI had a great run. I've played the shit out of that plenty of times. I mean, it's only been out for a long time since Nobuo Uematsu loved what he does with composing on piano and having his own band. And the only band that came out with good heavy metal. You tell me if you've heard of this group, Teeny, and it's called the Black Mazes. It's called the Black Mazes. Actually makes some good active rock Final Fantasy music. But I haven't listened to that group for a while. Not for a long time, but they actually put on some good sells on that. They really do. But, you know, it's all good the way we may or may not see it, but, you know. What's like Gabby's in trouble, guys, is apparently they actually tied her hands on top of that. Top of that elevator room. Nora, oh. I'm thinking Nora has something to say between her. Oh boy, guys, this is not the thing anything else was going to be. But at least he got her out of there. That's actually good. It's actually a little more of an extra chance. A little more of an extra chance. Never heard of what, Teeny? Which one? Yeah, Final Fantasy 13 was not bad. I mean, it was okay. I mean, with 13 intact, I've only had the copy for like 5 to 6 times, maybe 5 to 7. But, you know, I've only gone a little more further. But the only way Final Fantasy 7 is going to win are the Black Mazes. You can check them out. You can check them out anytime. All you have to do is type into blackmazes.com, so it's Final Fantasy. They do have a couple of good albums based on Final Fantasy, especially one song that I pretty much relate to, and that would be Matoya's Cave. Matoya's Cave from the very first one, which I think is entertaining, really entertaining, and also the Zeromus battle. Back in Final Fantasy IV, when Zeromus knows how to kick butt too, but I took anything towards Zeromus and EZ back in the Game Boy Advance. I have beaten that game tons of times, if I can remember. Back when I was a young kid back then, you know. But even though any Final Fantasy game has a lot of population, like Final Fantasy VII. 8. Final Fantasy 12, I came so close beating. When Zodiac Gates came out, I came very close to beating it. But I pretty much stopped afterwards. Getting myself encountered by the soldiers, and I just stopped playing. Myself just stopped playing as King. That was it. I didn't feel like coming back into it or anything else, but, you know. I'm always an RPG fan, and I'm always good. I'm also real good with commentary when it comes to sports like baseball, foosball every once in a while, hockey, not a whole lot, and you know, it all depends. But that stuff is amazing. Final Fantasy is really amazing. The way they actually bring it to justice. I mean, they try to make a big Final Fantasy game just to make sure everything's according to a big plan. I mean, that's the way it was built back when it came out back in 1987. But yeah, Matoya's Cave was actually a good song by the Black Mazes, led by Nobuo Uematsu. Oh, you don't watch sports, right? But other than that, you know, the Final Fantasy music was really entertaining to listen to and always watch. It really is. But what are your thoughts on that, Teeny? Like I said, I've always thought Final Fantasy had their own soundtracks back when Nobuo Uematsu started doing that. But it was actually born in Japan when he actually done some piano stuff and with commercials. As we're now at the Lake Hill Seattle Hospital, guys. We're getting a little extra deep. Even though we don't have that much to hold on to. Let's go and I guess we can just upgrade the silencer. But the way they did Final Fantasy games over the years, Teeny, after I've at this point for anything else, you know, like I said, they've done such a damn good job. They really have. You know, but the only way, well, let's not take anything the wrong way though. Do we see 7 Remakes still getting an opportunity to win? Getting Game of the Year? If not, it's going to be the Tsushima or The Last of Us 2. That's going to get it for sure. But it depends. You can tell me if you agree, buddy. It depends on the fan base, the graphics, and the gameplay. South Park, Stick of Truth, and Frank's But Whole. I've only been Frank's But Whole once, not twice. I mean, the South Park's, the two games, the graphics, The graphics for South Park were actually good with the second one, but I didn't beat the Stick of Truth. I don't think South Park was named Game of the Year back then. I don't think so. But if they come out with a new one for PS5, I may try to go buy it sometime. Besides, I've got plenty of cash to prove it. That I can still buy the PS5. This is more than anything, that's more of an opportunity than anything else. Heads up, guys, we're now at Constant 2. As Abby is actually taking out these bodies. Yeah, these guys are already ruined the bullet wounds already. As we're now at the emergency room. As we're about to get in Constant 3. Oh, wow. Check out this area, guys. This is pretty much the only hospital that it should be. Holy cow. I may have a little something to eat in another 15 minutes. After I'm done with this. But other than that, like I said, I would be a little more shocked if Final Fantasy VII does win Game of the Year. I don't think Animal Crossing is going to get it because, you know. But as I said earlier, I don't think that's going to win. I mean, New Horizons is really good. That I will say, but it'll be quite a little bit obvious. But the way Final Fantasy did soundtracks, it was really entertaining. The way the Black Mesas made a couple albums. Which one of my parents has his own copy, you know. That's a try to listen to any Final Fantasy music I can pretty much look into. I'm always a top active rock person. I'm always funny, respectful when you guys come in to chat. And that's actually the most important thing that anybody can ever have. Great content, a lot of respect. And always know how to stay positive the same way. But it all depends. If I were to think if there's another game that would top that, I still don't think Half-Life would be in there. It's got to see we have a little surgery in between. Something about needing some power. So we need to find some a generator back here. Oh, ouch. Well, you're not a generator. I mean, Animal Crossing... I don't know if Animal Crossing would have anything to do with Game of the Year. I mean, it may win a different category, but I don't see it winning anything else. Especially, it's not bad of a farming opportunity, you know? From a big understatement, I don't think Animal Crossing will win either. It's cute. It's just that it's not groundbreaking at all. Yeah, Harvest Moon was real nice to have its own franchise. But the only games, like I said, Teeny, I said earlier, I will say it again. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us 2, and if I were to name one game, I would go one more game. It would either be I don't know. I mean, that's a tough one. Well, you're not killing me again. Look out, look out. We need to get something. But there goes your arm, pal. Maybe you should not try to sneak up on the king. So I say, you demons, give me a break, will ya? You guys sneak up from behind. And I try to shoot a weapon right behind you. Alright, come on. Grab that note. Coming out of Kayla something. Fotsky or something. I'm not jumping on that. Honey, get yourself in the chat. Hold on a second. Honey, come in. I mean, Animal Crossing is not bad for what it is, but depends how much gameplay they really did. But so right now we have to see if there's any other cables back here. Okay, we got recovery. Oh shit, that pretty much needs power too. I know there might be one of two we can find. I don't know, but like I said, for me, you can pretty much agree that anywhere else it can be, buddy. I still think it'll be The Last of Us 2. Trying to may or may not embarrass the Tsushima. I am really thinking that the Tsushima may have a chance. May have a really big chance ahead of it. If I were to guess really understandingly right now. What's going on, honey? How you doing? This is actually my 73rd moderator. I'd like to introduce you. Puddin. Teeny Bree Gaming from Zombie Gaming. Teeny Bree, Puddin, Teeny Bree. We were just talking about some Game of the Year candidates. But any of them is welcome to try. You know, any game is welcome to try to give an opportunity. But my percentage for the PS5 right now, as of right now, I am now at a 57% chance. 57 right now. But do you actually think? Well, let me ask you this, Teeny. Do you think also inside the box? Do you think also that I have a big opportunity to blind the PS5? I mean, I don't know if it's going to be enough, but I do know some of my moderators that are in here, that are outside the chat, they know I've got a chance. I mean, I've got enough really good money that's back there. Besides, my opponent's going to give me a big amount. So I'm not going to even say in the chat, but let's go ahead and reload the speed for the double barrel shotgun. We have another under 10 minutes for sure. But it will be without question, I'm telling you. Without a big question for sure. My puddin thinks the Tsushima could win. But I don't blame my puddin. I'm tired from horseback riding. Oh, nice. How did it go? By the way. Can we open that? We're getting ready for a sour? Okay. Point, if you can ask my 73rd moderator Teeny nicely, if he has you followed, go right ahead. I'm going to drop your link in a second. But as long as we're getting some nice rain out here tonight, that's not bad. I will really take it for any understanding. Okay, that still needs power. Oh, you learn how to swat. Nice. Did it look good today? I mean, work today was not bad. Oh boy. So I can make. Oh, here we go, guys. Now we have some good power. That's what I'm talking about. We finally have a little bit of good power tonight. Okay, let's get 9 of these. But I don't know. This is going to be very interesting. Of which game deserves Game of the Year. I have to follow from my other account. Oh crap, guys. We're in the mix again. Oh no. Get your zombie crap away from me. Hold on. Take him. Get your hands off me. Sit down. Come on. What do you have, pal? Not today, you're not. Ow. Now, no, you're not either. Get up. Get yourselves out of there. Get out of there. No, 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 no. Get... Ah! Never mind. Squeezing for a little bit of help. All I was trying to do was find some good ammo. That's all I was trying to do. But okay. But so far, at least it's not a tough story. Well, let me go ahead and draw my launch link one more time before we wrap things up in a couple minutes. Are you gonna be in tomorrow, Teeny? I was wondering if you were gonna be in the chat tomorrow morning. I mean, I'm doing Tony Hawk. Let's get it 1 and 2. It's actually every Tuesday and Wednesday, over an hour and 20 minutes. My point also has bowling in the morning, and then... Oh, you have to work tomorrow? Okay, so, what about tomorrow night? Oh, by the way, what do you work, by the way? I mean, I've been at Walmart for over 3 years. I love what I do. I'm a good survivor. It's from the streets or something. Oh, not today. Get yourself a different weapon. Come on. Let me go ahead and draw my left link one more time. But what about tomorrow night? I mean, if I go live tomorrow night, you guys will have baseball. It's still 1 to 2 days a week. Hold on a second. My days off used to be Tuesday and Wednesdays, but it's changed to Sunday and Monday. I work at Trader Joe's warehouse. Oh, nice. So what do you do in that kind of environment? I mean, what I do at Walmart is pretty much always simple. I actually like what I do for the last 3 years. I push cards. I am actually an AP host, trainee, views and beliefs. I also do carryouts and, you know. Income product? Nice. But other than that, can you be able to make it whenever you can? If you're off work or something? But if you guys also want me to drop your channel link before we wrap things up, I'm gonna wrap things up after I'm done with this. Because I really want to get myself out of here. Get away from me. Get out of there. Now, get out of there. So you get off around 11:30 at night, correct? Would it be 11:30 at night or 11 o'clock? I'm not going to be able to stop here because these guys want to really get on my nerves. I have it open, but I have to switch accounts before. What time zone? Eastern time. It's actually, mine is actually Eastern in the state of Ohio, so. So yeah, that's actually another thing. Afterwards. Let's get over here, and I think we're gonna wrap things up over here. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna stop here for the night. If you guys want to catch more of The Last of Us 2 every 3 to 4 days a week, next time you have a new episode will be Wednesday night. Wednesday night with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Make sure you guys hit that red support button. I don't think it'll be a problem or anything, buddy. As long as you pop in and say, I mean, at least you can smash the like button if I'm live, if you're at work, but I don't really usually have a problem at this point in time, as long as I always get IZN News going at this point. I'll see if I can make it, so I'm fine with that. You guys can hit that like button as well, tweet about, share and comment. And as I normally say, in between any chat that I normally do, if there's anybody in the chat, Teeny for example, if you have a Twitter or a Discord. You can do so by following me on Twitter, share me out, tweet me out, leave a comment. You can follow me as Zadie Zach Dawson. If you want to share your first and last name information on Twitter, you can do so by doing that. And also doing a little bit of the same on Discord. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have MySpace anymore because MySpace is actually a piece of crap as normal. But I always stick with Discord and Twitter. But if you do have a Twitter, let me know. See if there's anything we want to talk about for anything. When we watch our videos in full, like them in full, share them, tweet them out, leave a comment afterwards, guys. As we normally do from Zombie Gaming. And we never ask for support back in between. If you guys also want to vote for the idol, for example, which of the following two you guys think in the chat that you guys want my future wife and I to do for the idol for next year? Alanza at 29, Greatest Summon at 12. You guys can give me your particular reason and your honest opinion, as anybody would normally get to. And we'll see if we can actually count it with. I will be back tomorrow morning. To start Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. And then, if I get the time to do something tomorrow night, you guys will get baseball. Anything less, my opponent can strike out. But it all depends if there's anything else afterwards. You guys will let me know if there's anything. I want to say thank you, Teeny, for stopping by. Like I say, you can follow me on Twitter. As long as if I can see if you have one. If you do have a Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, I can follow you on Discord. I'm going to double check real quick. 110. Oh, you do have Discord. Okay. I don't have a server. But yeah, I don't really have a Discord. I mean, I don't have, and like I said, I don't have Instagram. I don't have Snapchat, but it says you do have Discord, but let me double check. Before I wrap things up. But other than that, I just actually, I accepted your invitation to see how you're doing for that. But other than that, guys, I want to say thank you, Teeny. Keep up good work. But yeah, I actually did join your group, so you're pretty much good to go the same way. But thank you for stopping by tonight, Teeny. You're welcome back at any time you like, buddy. As long as you continue to bring the love, support, and the positive you can bring from Zombie Gaming in the chat. And anytime you want to come in, let me know. I did lose one supporter today. That's okay. That's fine. But you guys let me know. You let me know if there's any questions you want to ask. I'm fine with that. I want to thank, and I also want to say thank you, baby. I love you. Keep up good work. I'll call you in a minute. Thank you, Dead Sight, for coming in. Savage, thank you. And alrighty, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for Tony Hawk. Stay safe. Keep up good work. And I will also be with Zombie Gaming tomorrow morning at 10. A little more before then to throw up my channel link. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. This is AD signing off from Zombie Gaming. Have a good night. Tomorrow morning, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Remake as well. Same time, same channel. And have a good night, and I'll see you in the next one.